So what is it that I am doing today? Well, I have the back of my Model X pulled apart in the trunk here. Why? Because Tesla decided to use very, very thin, very crappy plastic to hold up the trunk floor. Yes, or the covering, the shelf, I should say. Now there's these two little nubbies on each side, one here, one on the left side, and I set down a suitcase. I didn't throw it in, I just gently set it in, as gently as one can, and there's the cover. Where is the dropping everything here? Well, I can't find it right now. I got parts all over the place. But there is the outside cover. This is what you see when you look in the car. And this one would go like that. And there's a plastic piece sticking out of there. And we're going to zoom in here. And so you can see exactly the quality I'm talking about. Look how thin. And this is very brittle. It almost feels like Bakelite, but it's very brittle. I can scratch this off with my nail, and it's actually under my fingernail there. See it? Yes, I need to cut my nails. It took almost no weight at all to break that. Sheared right off. Boom. Okay, let's zoom back out. So, thankfully, Highland Park actually had the part in stock. Must be a common repair part. And not just that, it was cheap. It was less than, I think it was like $14. If I wanted them to install, it would have been about $60, but I would have had to make an appointment and then drive all the way back to Illinois. Not gonna happen. So I'm doing it myself. It's actually not too bad. And I was able to jimmy it out and get the replacement in there, which is pretty much of the same quality. The original is part number ending in a C, and the replacement ends in a D. And yeah, it's just as crappy of plastic as the other one. So I'm gonna try and figure out something better that I could put there. I don't know. I have no idea, but at least I can play with the one I replaced. So as long as I'm tearing apart, I'm also got to take a look at some of the components inside the back of the Model X. For one, I had no idea where they had the master charger. Well, apparently that is it right there, directly behind the charge port. And this is the 48 amp onboard single-phase charger for the North America and Japan markets. And got that there. These go to the battery. No, that goes from the charge port. Yeah, these two are from the charge port. There's some warranty void if broken stickers, which realistically, that's just to scare people. That would not hold up in court. Right to repair, people. Right to repair. Then we got this little bugger here. I'm not sure exactly where that goes. Down and under. And there's a coolant line right there. So that's for the liquid cooling of the onboard charger. Something I thought was interesting, because the Model X has vents for the rear passengers, believe it or not. Here's that panel, the vent, and it just kind of sits there. I'll note that one right there was already broken before I took it off, and the vent itself was flopping around, and none of the clips were lined up. So either someone had taken it off at some point, or it was just a piss poor installation at factory. And once I got that off, I was looking here, and this was just kind of tucked under the wiring here. This is the emergency charge port open release cable, and that or release, not opening, but release. So if you, for some reason, have an adapter or a charging cable stuck in your car, you can pull that and release it. That would have came in handy on my old 2013. Now this, once again, was just kind of stuck back there like that, not connected to anything, and already the plastic here was broken off. And I have no idea where that's actually supposed to go, but now I know where it is. And you know what, to be honest with you, oh, there, found it. Wow. Maybe there was supposed to be more to it, but that's broken off too, something broken off there. But since this is a flex cable, and I've already needed it on my 2013 and once on my 2016. Didn't have one on my 13, but I have one on my 16. There, I'm just going to reroute it right there, and at least now I can get to it without having to pull half the car apart, and I know where it is. And another, back to the air vent, which comes up right there. Now you follow that duct, that plastic duct down, and right behind that panel there, it converts. It converts to what? Foam. Yes. The ductwork to the back is just, I don't know, polyurethane foam? What's stamped on there? M-E-R-G-O-N, Mergon. Mergon foam. So I thought that was interesting, but I guess that's one way to fish it through the side and add some soundproofing to the car, I guess. I mean, you don't need hard plastic, and to be honest with you, as we already found out, Tesla sucks at hard plastics. So there we go there. We got the 12-volt socket behind there. And this little wire here is for the trunk light. There is only one trunk light. That's on this side. Spray foam. Spray foam's on this side. Well, that side will be for another day, because I got 15 minutes to try and close this all up and go pick up the kids from school. We got something up here. No actual idea what that really is. But it does have, I think it has something to do with full self-drive and autopilot, because it has a huge bundle of wires going to it. A couple that say coax. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, lots. And we can also see that rear little window there. Kind of cool. Use a little snap to put the window in, along with the adhesive, which is actually kind of gooey. I don't think it's supposed to be gooey. A little spray foam up there, still soft. But yeah. So what was I getting at before? Just to install that part would have been $60 at Tesla, so about a little under a half hour of work. Only took me about 6 minutes to get it in, the old one out and the new one in, and I finished putting it together. And I'm going at this blind. I have never taken anything off the Model X yet, so there we go. I've rambled on for 9 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'm going to get this all back together. Oh, and on top of that, of course, more plastic breakage. Go to lift up this trunk, the trunk floor here, and the handle plastic cracked right off. Lovely. I couldn't have cracked off when I was at Tesla getting the replacement parts, but after. Yay! And of course, the Model S one does not fit. Boo. All right, adios. This was fun. Don't want to do it again, but it was fun. Bye.